Welcome to Truth and Company Boxing Podcast for another segment of 20 random questions. I'm your host, John the Truth Dioria, and tonight's guest is professional boxing champion Harold the Predator Jackson. How you doing, man?
Hey, John, thanks for having me.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to come on. So, do we got anything going on right now? Do we got any fights lined up? Anything in the works?
I got something in the works for April 6th. Nothing in concrete, waiting on the ink to dry right now.
All right, sounds good. So you've been training, you staying in shape,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and where do you train out of? Just so some of the fans that don't know, give your gym a shout out.
I want to give Always Working, Mike Cook in Memphis, Tennessee. I want to give him a shout out. That's why I've been training there for the last 2-3 years.
Okay. All right, so you ready for these random 20 questions?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right, question one. How did you get involved in the sport of boxing?
My first introduction to boxing was like going to the park districts in Chicago. Most of the park districts got like boxing gyms in the field house. So like most people will be able to go to the swimming pool or go play basketball. Uh, Most of the times I find myself wandering off into the boxing gym, going in there, training a little bit. So I did boxing off and on through grammar school. I found myself going there just to pass time or to get a workout in or uh, just really like a safe haven. So through high school, and then I wrestled all 4 years in high school, and then I had no amateur boxing. I did MMA for amateur. I went 3-3 as in MMA as an amateur. Then I got signed as a pro boxer in 2018.
Okay, so you did a little bit of MMA as well then.
Yes.
So how much training did you do in it just besides the wrestling? Did you work on a lot of different of the craft or no?
Oh yes, I'm a jujitsu practitioner. I'm a brown belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Uh, I'm a grappler. Like I said, I wrestled all 4 years in high school, and I've probably been training jiu-jitsu off and on for about 6 years.
Okay, so now would you ever consider doing any of that in competition anymore? Or are you just strictly just training it and stay in shape and just going to be a pro boxer?
I don't mind giving the cage one more try as a professional.
Okay. Just in case the phone call comes, right?
Yeah, but right now it's boxing. I've been hooked. I caught the bug.
Okay. Question two. What boxers have inspired you in your career?
Uh, First it was Mike Tyson. Going over my uncle's house, he had ordered a pay-per-view on the big screen. That was back when the big screens used to sit on the floor, and we all sit around and gather up for Mike Tyson to just knock somebody out in one round. Like I used to remember that. And then you got your Roy Jones, your Floyd Mayweather. Them been my watch. I dig back and look back for like Ali and the Sugar Rays and the Tommy Hearns, and yeah, that's how it really went. Mike Tyson sparked it.
Okay. Question three. Do you have any hobbies outside the sport of boxing?
Uh, I love combat sports. Like I said, I'm a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. I wrestle. I like mechanics. I'm actually a diesel mechanic. I got my CDL. I drive trucks. So I'm into like trucks and boxing and trucks.
Okay. All right. Question four. What is something that your boxing fans don't know about you?
Something my boxing fans don't know. A lot of them don't know that I did MMA. A lot of them don't know that I wrestle like on the drop of a dime.
Okay. All right, question 5. What's the craziest or the funniest story that ever happened between you and a boxing fan?
Boxing fan. Shout out to all my fans. I really love my fans, especially like the little kids. It'd be mostly the little kids after the fight that kind of like tripped me out. So it's gonna be a tripped out story. It was this one kid, he ran up, asked me for my autograph. I'm always happy to give out my autograph. It'd be more shocking me than shocking them. And then he said he wanted to take a picture. He was congratulating me on the fight. He got my autograph. He said he was gonna take a picture. So he went around the car and the car stopped. And when the car kept going, the kid was gone. So I called him like my little angel. He might have gotten the car. He might have, I don't know, he might have went somewhere where I couldn't see him, but he was right there. I had a crowd of people. We was waiting on him. The car pulled up, and it's like he just disappeared. So I don't know.
So you never even got a picture with him?
Never got a picture with him, but I did give him my autograph.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, I like stuff like that after the fights because it just be a lot going on, and I pick apart my little stories and stuff.
Okay, question 6. Who are some of the musical artists that you listen to when you train?
I like the Chicago local Chicago artists. Some of them might be mainstream, like Mono Banks, Mike Larry, Baby, Chief Keef, Polo G. Uh, that's kind of what I say. Like I like that music.
Okay. Question 7. If you could box any fictional character, who would you want to box?
Oh, fictional character. Um, Let me get a chance at Superman.
Okay.
If it's gonna be fictional, we're gonna go for the gusto. We're gonna go for the big guy. Let's see what me and Superman gonna do.
Okay. Question 8. If you were to start your own business, what kind of business would you start?
Uh, I've been thinking about starting a school. Like, of course, it'll have a sports facility in it, but a school, some type of trade school, maybe something to do with mechanics or trucking or something.
Okay. Question 9. If you were to put out fake news of yourself just to mess with social media and your boxing fans, what kind of story would you throw out there?
Fake news. Let's say that maybe I got a crossover fight with a big name or something. I might throw it out there and see if it comes to tuition.
Okay. All right. Question 10. If you had the opportunity to spar with one world champion, who would you choose?
One world champion. It's hard to pick. I'm trying to slick it in there, but Bud or Benavidez.
Okay.
Mexican Monster or Bud.
And for the boxing fans, you better know who Bud is if you're a true boxing fan, but that's Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
All right. So, question 11. Tell me an interesting story out of your boxing career so far.
Interesting story. I had no amateur background. Uh, I train hard for this now, and it's my everyday life now. Like I've been doing it all my life. But I had no amateur background. When you flip the switch, when you get an opportunity, when the opportunity knock, just be ready. Be ready. Anything can happen. Stay ready. Always working.
But no, you were just talking about that fan and stuff a minute ago. For a guy that's had no amateur background, just pro and a little bit of amateur, tell me something interesting that's happened to you so far in your pro career.
Uh, the interesting and when I think about boxing, the most interesting thing is be like what be happening in the ring. Like it was just one fight. I think it was like celebrities in the crowd, and I went out there, I was doing my thing. I was preparing for a big fight. I just went out there, and before I knew it, I touched him on the button, and he was out in the first round. So I love when all my training and stuff build up and be so hard and so big, and then I think the fight gonna be so hard, and then just the right steps and the right moment, right timing, it could be lights out. Uh, I got 9 wins, 8 knockouts.
Okay. Question 12. Who's your favorite comic book, cartoon, or movie villain?
Movie villain, is the Predator a villain? What would you call?
I would say that he's a villain.
Yeah, that's the most interesting character right there. Is myself, the Predator.
Okay. Question 13. If you could have a conversation with one person from history, who would you want to sit down and talk to?
One person from history, that would have to be my father, Isaac Peter Jackson. Um, he was the first black man to own an Emeco transmission shop. He had franchised the Emeco transmission shop. He was a transmission specialist. He passed away when I was real young, so to talk to him right now as a grown man, to get some of his entrepreneurial advice, to get some of his advice as a grown man, that'd be dope.
Okay. Question 14. What's the best advice you've ever gotten from another boxer, and who was it?
The best advice I got from another boxer had to be Montel Griffin. Windy City Boxing Gym. I went up there. I was telling him about like this fight I had, and I was letting him know that it wasn't at a big facility. It wasn't at a big promotion. I was trying to stress to him that I'm trying to build, and he shut all that down and was like, all fights is big fights. You going in that ring, risking your life, all fights is big fights. That switched switch right in my head right then. So shout out to Montel Griffin for that.
Yeah, that sounds like some good advice. Question 15. Can you sing, dance, or play an instrument?
I could sing with nobody around. I probably could rap better than I could sing, and I probably rap better than I could dance too.
Well, rapping counts as singing under my question, I guess.
Okay, yep. So I could hold a tune and rap. I could spit a bar too.
Can you? Can you freestyle?
A little bit here and there when it's the right time to be.
Oh, when it's the right time. I was going to put you on the spot and see if you'd give me a freestyle quick.
Hey,
No?
we could do something right quick.
All right, throw something up.
We could do something right quick. He could throw a jab real quick. I'm too slick. I'm too quick. I ain't trying to do this to get rich. I'm just trying to do this to get in. I'm just trying to do this to get in. Like just little stuff like that.
Okay.
I can keep going and keep playing if I wanted to.
All right. Question 16. Do you have any boxing superstitions?
Oh, superstitions. I can't give away like my secrets, but let's say.
But I mean, do you have like simple ones? Like some boxers, they always got to put their right glove or their right wrap on first, or the right shoe, or they got to eat a certain meal, or they got to do a certain routine before they go to the ring.
Yeah, I got a lot. The one I can share with you would be my victory pizza. So as I'm training, as I'm cutting weight, as I'm in camp, as I'm cutting off stuff, I be having in the back of my head, after I get this knockout, I'm gonna get this victory pizza. Big, large pizza to myself, veggies, extra cheese. That's my victory pizza. And I keep going. Even when I'm in the ring, I'm finna get this victory pizza. And then I get it. I probably don't even eat all of it.
Now, does it have to be from a certain pizza place, or it doesn't matter?
It don't matter, but I'm in the whatever area I'm in, I'm looking for the best pizza joint.
Okay. All right. Question 17. What animal best fits your personality?
Animal. Hey, we can't talk space animals like like the predator. Like it's it's like I think I'm more kind of like yeah from not from the animal kingdom.
Okay, so you're gonna stick with the predator then.
Yeah, it's different when it's over here.
Okay. All right, question 18. If you could go back in time to your younger self and give yourself some advice, what age would you go back to and what would you tell yourself?
Uh, I go back to when I was about 7, 8 years old when I first stepped in the boxing gym. I remember when I went in there, they told me I couldn't go in the boxing ring. I had to be there a certain amount of time. I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to do this. He had me do some push-ups, he had me do a whole bunch of little exercise. Then he told me come back and do it again the next day. I didn't really want to come back. I'm like, I'm gonna go find something else to do. But I found myself coming back and coming back. Every time something hard happened, I get bullied on or I can't find nothing fun to do. I kept finding myself coming back. So I tell myself like, find yourself a place at this home, get comfortable.
Okay. All right, question 19. If you could win a trophy or an award in something other than boxing, what would it be?
Jiu-jitsu. I would
Okay.
love to be a world champion in jiu-jitsu.
All right, question 20. Why do you box?
I box for a lot of different reasons. It's fun. It's my happy place. It gives me good strength and conditioning. To me, it keeps me alive. It keeps my blood pumping. Now I'm a professional boxer. I'm a champion. It's just a part of who I am now. When people look at me and remember me, I want them to remember me as the truck driver, the mechanic, the boxer, the guy who just kept doing what he had to do, stayed for one of the real ones.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking time to come on and do the 20 random questions. I hope you had fun with them. If you want to give a shout out to any sponsors or to the gyms or just say something to the fans before we end, go ahead.
Oh yeah, you can follow me at HJ the Predator on all platforms and Harold Jackson on Facebook. I got shoes and clothes, Isaac Wade coming out. You can get that on all my platforms. You can keep up to date on my fights and everything. Shout out to Always Working Mike Cook Boxing Gym. Shout out to Lifeline Success. Shout out to 90s Baby. Shout out to all my sponsors, AMJ Cleaning, and AMJ Management.
You want to say anything to the fans?
And I love y'all, man. Let's do this. I'm gonna try to give y'all another knockout April 6th. So stay tuned. I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna post it as soon as the ink dry. As soon as it's
All right.
cleared on BoxRec, I'm gonna let everybody know.
All right. Hold on. And with that, the truth has spoken.